Where are the dead? Immediately, those whom we call dead do not usually go away from the house where they have lived until quite a long time after the funeral. They stay in the familiar rooms and move about among us, although they are unseen by us. Of course, when their time comes to go into the first heaven, there is the first heaven, there is the second heaven, and there is the third heaven. So when their time comes for them to move to the first heaven, they do not remain any longer in our houses, but very often they visit them. So when they move to the first heaven, they only visit their homes. They do not stay so long as they do immediately after the funeral. When in time they enter the second heaven, they are no longer conscious of the physical world, in the sense of having homes, or friends, or relatives, and so on. In the second heaven, they forget everything. Just as we will sleep, dream, and forget our dreams. When they get into the second heaven, a similar thing happens to them. They don't even know that they were ever in this physical world. Remember, in Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 5, we read, "For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten." So when we get to the second heaven, we forget everything. That is the way God has made it, because over there we drop the mind. Just as the spirit drops the physical body, in the second heaven going, the spirit also drops the mind. So we don't remember anything. In the second heaven, the dead are looked upon as nature forces for the time being, for they work upon this earth and humanity, ourselves, in the very same manner as the nature forces do. Of course, the nature forces, they do not have human embodiment. And the dead person in the second heaven helps in reconstructing this earth planet and working upon us. We'll look at that into details when we present the lecture on the second heaven. Unless a person had true initiation in life whilst we are alive, before dying, the person cannot enter the earth planet. So the dead, unless the person has initiation, cannot enter into the earth planet, but float above it, journey through the various worlds that extend beyond the surface of the planet. While the dead are close to us and see us, we do not see them. When they speak to us, we do not hear them. It is all because we don't have our spiritual eyes open, nor spiritual ears opened. And our situation can be likened to Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 21, which says, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not." That is our situation. Generally, the journey of the dead is through etheric region, purgatory, first heaven, second heaven, and third heaven before rebirth. That is the journey of the dead. The journey of the spirit in the other spiritual bodies or vehicles. That journey takes the dead person through the etheric region, purgatory, first heaven, second heaven, and third heaven. Then the spirit is reborn. And let us look at this diagram, how it describes the life and death cycle. The dark arc is talking about the spiritual world, because we do not really have consciousness over there. You can see to the extreme right the various worlds. The physical world, also comprising the etheric region or the vital body. And then the next world is the desire world. The other one is the world of thought, divided into the world of abstract thought and the world of concrete thought. We said earlier on that the evolution of humanity is being carried out in 3 worlds out of the 7 worlds, and this is the picture of it. You can see that in the physical world, we have the life on earth, and we also have the ethers, the etheric region. And then when you look at the desire world, you can see the first heaven and purgatory located over there. And then when you move to the region of concrete thought, you can see the second heaven located there. And when you move to the region or the world of abstract thought, you also see the third heaven over there. We'll explain this in our next lecture. We talked about natural death. Now we are going to talk about unnatural death. There is natural death and there is also unnatural death. No two ways about it.
Filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all this.